Wrong button. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Phlinger, and today we're going to be talking about the caves on the island in Ark Survival Ascended. More specifically, their locations, where to find them, how to get to them, some special things that you may need, and also which artifact comes out of them. I'm not going to be running the cave because that would actually make this video extremely long. So let's start off with the easiest one, and let's do it. Alright, starting off with the first cave, and let me show you it on the map. Now, one thing that I need to tell you about the map, press M, it'll give you your current latitude and longitude with this very simple map overlay. But if you actually double press your map button, then it'll bring up this one right here, which is a much better one, which allows you to move all around, and then also will actually allow you to figure out what latitude, longitude, any part of it is, plus also your current location. So this one right here is 84.8, 54.4. Now you will notice that the latitude and longitude is printed right down here. All right, so there we go. That's for this one, and this is this cave right here. This one is the Cave of the Hunter. Pretty easy one. Matter of fact, you can take just about any dino that you want to in here, as long as you can ride it. You can do it with raptors. It may take you a little while, but the best one that I've found is just a baryonyx. Baryonyx is the best one. It'll fit in there super easy, and it'll be able to take down just about everything in there. Alright, now the next one on the list of difficulties, this one is the Cave of the Clever, or also known as the Chitin Cave, because you can get a ton of chitin from in here, and this one is located right there on the map at 40.2, 46.1. And this one right here, most especially, because it does get kind of cold in there, you definitely are going to need some hide armor inside that one, so make sure you bring it. Because, yeah, there's also Arthropleura in there, and a bunch of nasty stuff. Alright, moving on to the next one. This one is the Artifact of the Pack. Now, it is showing up right here on the map at 71.5, 57.2. It is kind of hard to actually notice this one from a distance. Here, let me show you. When you're walking up on it, you may actually have a little bit of difficulty. See, it is kind of hard to notice this little sucker, but it is right there on the map. Right there. It's actually, once you find it, you're not going to be able to forget where it's at. But yeah, this one right here will yield the Artifact of the Pack, and if you go in here, I would recommend baryonyx, and then also maybe some Lazarus chowder, just because there is some swimmy spots that you may have a little bit of problem with that could actually take you, give you a little problem if you're not really fast, because you'll meet some sarcos and piranhas in there underwater that'll definitely want to fight you, but a baryonyx can easily take them out if you don't get knocked off your saddle. But a little bit of Lazarus chowder never helps. Also, for all of these caves, I would also like to recommend that if you're doing the majority of these caves, go in your best hide armor that you possibly can. Make sure you've got plenty of fiber in your inventory. That way when it breaks, you can just repair it whenever you need to. Yeah, it is kind of important. And also use the hide that you get from while you're in there to repair it. Alright, and this cave right here is the Cave of the Pack. Alright, this one is another difficult one to actually see from a distance. This one is the Cave of the Massive, or more lovingly known as the Lava Cave. And it is located right over here at 74.2, 92.0. Now, this one right here is, you can do this one on just about anything as long as you can hit the onyx comfortably that are in it, and also bring plenty of antidotes. You're going to need them. All right, this one right here I would recommend with just your best suit of cloth armor, because it gets really hot in there. If you take hide armor in there, you're gonna have a hard time. And once again, this one is the Cave of the Massive. Alright, and here we're coming up on the Cave of the Skylord, right up here. Its location's actually been moved a little bit from the original island, but in Ark Survival Ascended, this is where it's at. Now, it's located right down the inside here. Pump up the map. Alright, and it's located right at 14.7, 13.8 at the tip of that little peninsula. Now, this one right here, you cannot do with a dinosaur. Matter of fact, it is so small that only a single person can get inside at a time. You have to go single file. There's a bunch of nasty stuff around me, but yeah, going in there, I would definitely take some rather good armor and also a shotgun, because that one right there, you have to do it on foot. Also, grapples might actually be a thing. Now, once again, this one is right up here. All right, keeping up with the difficulty level, because, yeah, we're starting to get into the harder ones. This one is the Cave of the Immune, or the Swamp Cave, or the Redwood Cave. They were both added pretty much at the same time, so yeah. All right, and this one is located right here at 64.7, 30, or 64.4, 34.8. Now, this one right here, honestly, until we get cryopods, and I'm recording this before cryopods, a baryonyx is the best one. Once you have cryopods, Megatherium can be pretty dang good in there because there is a lot of bugs. Frogs are also really good in there as well. But then again, when it comes around to the best dino, I honestly think that a baryonyx is one of the best dinos for caves. At least the ones where they don't get completely reduced to mincemeat. All right, this cave is a little bit different because this one right here, you either have to have a gas mask or ghillie and scuba, a mixture of both. And I would recommend just the gas mask because if one piece breaks of your regular armor, if it's not your gas mask, then you'll actually be okay. But if you're wearing the combination of ghillie and scuba and one of your piece breaks, you need to replace it right away or you're going to die. All right, now over here on Carno Island, you have the Cave of the Devourer at 8.9, 91.2, or 3, right there. All right, now this one right here, this one is really deep. I would recommend actually a Thylacoleo for this one. A Thylacoleo does this one really well. You can just go right in, eat everything at the beginning, and then just jump down the bottom and fight your way out. Thylacoleo does a really good job. Just make sure that you actually bring something to remove the mega rabies, because chances are you'll probably get it because there's a lot of bats in there. All right. So, yeah, this one, like I said, is the Cave of the Devourer up on Carno Island. All right, now I got to talk through this one while my Lazarus chowder is going, but this right here is the Cave of the Brute. This one right here is actually the easy water cave. As you go in, it gets, and I say easy right now, as I'm time of recording this, there seems to be a little bit of overspawn issues inside of here. Now, this is located right here on the map, way low in the water, 53.9, 3.8. Now, this one right here, I would recommend having a Basilosaurus, but also take it easy, take it slow. Things in there can really pick up very, very dramatically. Now, when you start going in there, I would recommend a Basilosaurus because there are Cnidaria and other things that can actually knock you off your saddle. Electrophorus, and when you're on a Basilosaurus, that's not applicable. That does not happen. All right, but yeah, hey, enjoy this one, and like I said before, this one is the Cave of the Brute. And also, it's kind of easy to notice this one because you actually have all this glow-in-the-dark foliage down here. It kind of like marks the entrance. So yeah. All right, now this one right here is a little bit, this one right here is probably one of the easiest ones to actually find. Now this is the hard underwater cave. Now, I have to do this before my Lazarus chowder wears off, but this one right here is actually really easy to find. It's located right up here on the map at 44.5, 95.7. When you jump into the water, just look down here for the big bright lights and it'll take you right inside of there. Now, if I go in there on a baryonyx, I'm gonna die. I would recommend going very, very slowly on a Basilosaurus because that's probably your best bet. Now, this one right here will actually give you the artifact of the cunning. Good luck. All right, please excuse it while, yeah, there's a bunch of nasty stuff going on upstairs. Yeah, the neighbors are a little bit unruly, but this right here is the hard ice cave. Now, it's called the hard ice cave because it is very, very hard. It's called the Cave of the Strong, and you get the artifact of the Strong from it. Now, this one is located right here on the map at 25.3, 28.8. It is a little bit harder to find if you're not really looking for it. It looks, hopefully they're done fighting. Okay, yeah, they're done fighting. All right, and it's located right up in through this little area right here. Now, at one point in time, getting in this in old Ark Survival Evolved, you used to have to you would have to breed something and drag it in there, or after cryopods, you could just go in and cryopod it. Well, in Ark Survival Ascended, that little wall has been removed, so you don't need cryopods, nothing like that. You can just run something in. As long as it'll fit inside of here, then you can do it. You can actually bring in something, breed it, and then take it in a little bit further if it won't be able to fit. But right around that corner, that's where it actually starts picking up, and it gets really challenging. My recommendation with that would be a Uteranus. Uteranus is hard for things like Purlovias, because this cave does have Purlovia to hit you on the back and then knock you off. But also be aware that this is a dangerous cave. Yeah. Alright, so that's all the cave artifact locations on the island. I hope this helps you out. I've been getting a lot of questions and comments about where they are, because the location has kind of changed a little bit. For the most part, they're in the same areas, but their look of the cave and also how to find them is a little bit different, because ASA actually, I mean, it looks really dang good. And a lot of the cave entrances are kind of hidden. So yeah, now you know what to look for. Now you know where to find them. I hope the list helps you out. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger, and take it easy, everybody.